안녕하세요. Hello everyone and welcome to Season 5 of Let's Speak Korean, the game. I'm Lisa Kelly.
And I'm Young Kim, and boy, am I excited.
I know, this is it. This is what it all comes down to.
Yep, that's right. We've been seeing these contestants battle it out for the 7th week so far, and now we're at the final 8th episode, and this is the final round before we figure out who's going to go to the big game.
That's right. Everyone's backstage. They're all on nerves, and so am I, to be frank. So let's get the show on the road. Here is LSK, the game. Come on out, you guys.
Come on down.
Hi. How are you guys doing? All right. Hey, Veronica.
Here's the score. Jerry from the U.S. has 445 points. Veronica from Paraguay has 670 points. Robert from the U.S. has 750 points. Lastly, Liz from Australia is in the lead with 885 points. The competition is fierce. Who will win the ticket to compete in the LSK, the finals?
All right, I said there's a bunch of surprises in this game. All right, first off, there are 300 points riding on round one.
300 points.
That's
300
right.
points.
All right, so are you guys ready to play the game?
Yeah,
So what is the game?
Well, the game is something that we've never tried here on LSK, and this is something that involves a little bit of acting, your explanation skills in Korean. You have to explain it in Korean, right?
But the problem is it's a whole lot of fun when you're playing with your games. But when you're playing with someone, well, let me just show you. We've brought some special people into the studio to help us play the game. Let's call out these cute little angels. 나와주세요!
나와주세요! Yeah!
Hello! Oh, we have to say it in Korean. 안녕하세요!
안녕하세요!
Aren't they cute?
Oh my
So
God.
these are the little helpers that are going to be helping us with our game today.
What's your name?
She doesn't need an
My
English.
name is Taeyong.
Taeyong. Taeyong.
My name is Minyoung.
민영.
민영이에요.
My name is Wonbin.
원빈.
잘생겼다.
My name is Dae.
데이.
귀엽다.
Play the speed game with our guest kids. Explain the questions using only Korean or body language. Which team will have the best teamwork? 200 points can be won in round one. Round one. Okay, what we're gonna do is one of you, or you're gonna be paired up with one of them and one of the children, and you're gonna choose who you're gonna be paired up with. Their names are in the box, so why don't you go ahead, Jerry?
Okay. All right, Jerry, show the camera.
Jerry has picked Kim Wonbin.
원빈!
원빈!
Okay, why don't you
자,
come
제리
over
아저씨한테.
here? 하나, 둘, 셋. Next we have Robert.
민영.
민영!
One, two, three. Okay, next we have Liz.
다영!
Remember, there's a lot of points riding on this round. We've got 60 seconds. 다영아, 화이팅!
화이팅!
Okay. All right, here we go. Starting.
파스.
보면 안 되지. 앞에 봐.
학교 다니는 사람.
학생.
네. 학생을 가르치는 사람.
선생님.
그리고 대학교에서. 오케이, 파스. 이 사람 직업. 법 일하는 사람. 파스. 이 사람 직업. 맛있는 만두 만드는 사람.
요리사.
네. 이 사람 직업.
가수.
네. 이 사람 그림.
화가.
네. 이 사람 나쁜 행동하면 감독에 가야 되는 사람.
경찰 아저씨.
네.
3,
건물에서 일하는 사람.
자, 우리 민영이 열심히 해줄 거죠?
아자아자.
Oh, yeah. All right, 60 seconds starting. You can say pass.
Okay, pass. 선생님하고
친구들?
아니요, 그 수업 안에 있는 사람들. 선생님하고 students,
친구들.
students 한국말.
Next. Say pass. Pass?
법원에서 일하는 사람. 그 요리하는 사람. 그거
Said the
안
word.
되지.
Sorry.
노래 부르는 사람.
가수.
오케이.
Woo!
그 나쁜 사람 잡는 사람.
경찰.
오케이. 그
3, 2,
직장에서 일하는 사람.
직장하는
time. 우리 데이 열심히 해줄 거죠? 어떻게?
열심히.
열심히 이쁜 누나를 위해서 열심히 할 거예요. 하나, 둘, 셋.
이분 누나를 위해서 열심히 할 거예요.
Wow, he's so cute. All right, 60 seconds on the clock. Starting.
대학교에서 공부하는 사람.
학생.
Yay! Pass. Pass. I don't know those words. Pass.
노래 잘할 수 있는 사람.
가수.
Yay!
이렇게 pass. 이렇게 그 일 열심히 하는 사람.
Okay, we've got 60 seconds. 자, 우리 원빈이 준비됐어요?
네.
자, 열심히 할 거죠?
네.
파이팅 한번 외쳐주세요.
화이팅.
Okay, here we go. 60 seconds on the clock. Starting.
네.
그 신문에서 글자를 쓰는 사람. 아까 말했던 그 신문 기사를 쓰는 사람. 아까 말했던 사람. 그 pass. 그 학교에서 공부하는 사람. 뭐라고 해? 학교에 다니는 사람. 뭐라고 해요?
학생.
오. 그 학교에서 가르치는 사람 뭐라고 해요?
선생님.
그 다른 이름 뭐 선생님 아니고
원장 선생님.
아니요 그냥 가르치는 사람 선생님 아니고 패스. 그 법률에서 법무사무소에서 일하는 사람. 그 법정에서 패스.
All right, that was pretty exciting. I saw the frustration on the adults' faces, but then when I looked at the kids, they were just like, "What are they talking about?"
Yeah, some of the words were really difficult. You know, what impressed me the most was that, you know, everyone just passed on certain words like lawyer and
Right.
also reporter,
But Jerry actually-
he was just trying to explain it. A man who works in the field of law. You know?
He goes to the courthouse. All right, 우리 친구들 도와주셔서 감사합니다. 다음에 또
감사합니다.
봐요. Come on, bye.
이쪽으로 가요. Liz wins round 1. She is still in the lead with 985 points, and the other participants are following close behind. Will Liz stay on top?
All right, let's go over some professions. Okay, the first one is 기자. 기자 is a reporter, someone who's on TV or even that writes for a magazine or a newspaper. All of these are writer reporters. 기자. Next, moving on to student. That could be you and me, or it could refer to a younger student as well. 학생. Now, an elementary school student is a 초등학생. A middle school or junior high student is a 중학생. High school student, 고등학생. A university student is a 대학생. All right, now moving on to the person who teaches the students. We have teacher, who is 교사. Gyosas are people who teach students from elementary school all the way up to high school. Now, when you move on to the university level, or the 대학생들, okay, the person who teaches them is also a teacher, but we call them a 교수, or a professor. Also, we have the profession, which is a 강사. This is a person who is not affiliated with a certain school, but they may work outside of the school. All right, next, moving on to the next profession, we have 변호사. That is a lawyer. 변호사. And we also have a cook, which is a 요리사. If you can't remember this one, just think of Yo, Lisa, 요리사. All right, Young?
A few more professions that I have to tell you about. Someone who sings, like on American Idol or one of those TV programs. A singer, just like Taejina or someone like that, is considered a singer, right? 가수. And that's what a singer is in Korean. 가수. And the second one is 화가. Hwaga is an artist. Now, hwaga refers to usually a painter, a person who does art, sketches, and such. Hwaga. Freeze! Put your hands up. A police officer or a cop would be 경찰. And also we have a person that just works in office at a company, and that is called 회사원. 회사 is the word for a company, and one is a person that works there. 회사원. And last but not least, my parents wanted me to become this. They wanted me to become a doctor. Many parents want their kids to become a doctor or a lawyer, and this one is a doctor. 의사. Wait, you know what? What's my profession? I'm an LSKMC, so I have to go back and get to round 2 right now. See you later.
All right, this round, we're going to play the 짝짓기 game, which is kind of like musical chairs. I'm going to call out numbers, and you have to get into groups of those numbers, and whoever is left out loses. They're
That's
out.
right.
And we keep playing the game until there are 2 people left. At that point, we will play
Cham cham cham, and let me give you guys an example of what cham 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 is, all right? You're supposed to go cham cham cham, and on the 3rd cham, you're supposed to call out a certain direction. And if she goes in the same direction as my hand, the direction that I call
Then I
out,
lose.
then she loses, right?
Okay.
Watch this. Cham cham cham.
So I would lose, right? And then whoever gets 2 out of 3 is the winner of today's game. And of course, you're playing for not just any points, you'll
playing
be betting.
Exactly.
Right now, Liz is in the lead, so I'm going to ask her to bet her points first.
100.
100 points for Liz.
Wow.
Big dog.
How many points are you gonna bet?
Since he's
Almost 465 points.
Oh!
Yes, right.
That's right.
290.
No, I'll go for 200.
200 points for
Okay.
Veronica. When the music starts, start dancing in a clockwise motion and listen for my bell and the number of groups I want. Okay, are we ready? Let's start.
Dance around until you hear the number. You have to have the right number of people in your group to win points. It's a chance to win the opportunity to move on to the finals. Round 2.
All right, everyone, start dancing. Sexy dancing, sexy dancing. Come on, Young, I want to see sexy dancing. Groups of 3. You're out. Get out of here. still in the game.
All right.
This time, skipping. All right, skipping. Groups of 5. Push off. All right, I'm gonna ask Jerry to hop out. I can't. Circle.
Okay.
On the outside of the circle. All right. Groups of 2. Okay. Liz is out!
내가 빠져야 되는 거 아니야?
And now, since Young is obviously the MC, it's between the two of you guys. We've got Robert and Veronica!
Yes.
Great job. All right, we have our final 2, obviously because Young is not participating.
My question is, how come I get all the hard stuff? You're just sitting there going, 2, 3.
Hey, I
And
have to
I'm
blow
like-
the whistle too, you know.
Wow, you had to blow the whistle. Oh my God, it's so much fun. Oh.
All right, we've got Veronica and Robert. Okay, they have the final 2. They're going to play Chum Chum Chum, but first, can we have you guys do Gai Bai Bo because whoever goes first has the advantage.
Okay, this is what's gonna happen though. If you go chum 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 and then she happens to turn the other way, then the turn automatically goes to her. And the winner is best 2 out of 3.
Okay, ready? Gai Bai Bo.
Bo.
Gai Bai Bo.
Bo.
Gai Bai Bo. Gai Bai Bo. Ah! Finally.
Okay, there it is.
Veronica will
You get to
go
do it
first.
with the hammer. Chum
Okay.
chum chum.
Don't
Okay.
forget, 1, 2, and then turn your
1,
hammer.
2, and 3.
Okay, and you're trying to go the opposite direction.
Okay.
Ready? Whenever you're ready. You have
Okay.
to say the words.
Go.
Chum chum chum. Chum chum chum.
Now, I'm sorry, that was his mistake, so you can hit him. Okay,
Is
that's
she-
1 for Veronica.
That's 1 for Veronica.
Okay?
Okay.
Veronica, you get a second turn.
Okay. Chum chum chum. Chum chum chum. Chum chum chum.
All right, Veronica, 2 out of 3. That was a pretty easy win.
Wow.
Veronica wins in round 2 and manages to turn the tables, becoming the top player. The competition just got fiercer. Who will win and make it to the finals?
All right, congratulations to Veronica.
Yep.
And we're going to go ahead and move on.
Yep, we had a rough round this time, so we're going to take some time off and check out this together, our episodes from around Korea at 나의 한국어.
여러분, 안녕하세요.
우리는 한국에서 만난 지 1년 반 되었어요.
오늘은 요리미코와 제가 겪었던
한국어 실수담을 들려드릴게요.
하이
큐큐!
This story happened because of my lovable girlfriend, whom I met here in Korea. It happened because of Yurim's habit. What's her habit, you ask? Her habit was
자두 이 과자 대박 맛있어.
daebak, for delicious food.
이 장갑봐 대박 예쁘지?
Daebak, for pretty things.
자두 오늘 대박 멋있다. 대박 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 대박.
She always uses the word
À
daebak.
partir de maintenant, j'utiliserai tepak comme Yurim. C'est un mot coréen qu'il faut utiliser dans le bon moment. Yurim, tepak 맛있는데 갈까?
그래 대박 맛있는데 가자.
우리 tepak 열심히 공부하자.
그래 우리 시험 대박 내자.
That's how I learned the word daebak. That day, I had a presentation I had to make in Korean.
제가 너무 어려워요. 어떻게 하지?
괜찮아 자두 할 수 있어.
나갈게.
힘내.
We promised to meet after my presentation.
자드.
Urim was worried about me because I didn't look so good that day.
자드 왜 그래? 무슨 일이야?
나 대박 때문에만 했어.
대박? 그게 왜?
프레젠테이션 하는데 계속 대박이라고 하는 거야.
뭐? 계속 대박이라고 그랬다고?
교수님이 화내셨어.
자드, 대박이라는 말이 뭐냐면 알겠어?
아하.
That's what daebak means.
때와 장소에 따라 한국어를 써주는 센스가 필요한 거지.
오케이.
여러분도 자드 같은 경험이 있나요?
저는 한국어를 말할 때 더욱 진전하게 말하는 버릇이 생겼답니다.
여러분도 자드 같은 실수 없도록 한국어 공부 열심히 하세요. 여러분 안녕.
대박이야.
All right,
대박.
you guys know what 대 is, right? It's like big, right? So 대박 is a big success or something that's absolutely fantabulous. Okay, so for example, if you win the lottery, then you get 대박 걸렸어,
You know,
right?
LSK, the game has been so successful, so it's 대박.
대박, right. I'm just going to wrap up this corner here by saying, actually, Jerry, right now, you're in fourth place with 0 points.
Okay.
And it does not matter how many points you accumulate during round 3, 4, and 5. It would be impossible for you to catch up with the others, so I'm going to have to say goodbye to Jerry at this point. Thank you so much for your effort, Jerry.
Jerry, you played it like a man, brother. All right.
We're going to actually see you next week when we have everyone come back together for a reunion second chance.
All right.
All right, we'll see you then.
Bye, Jerry.
All right, I guess that's the name of the game. It's kind of sad.
Yep. Right now, we have the 3 of you left, and we have exactly 3 more rounds to play. Now, the point spread isn't that big. Honestly, anyone could take the game still. Robert, how do you feel about this?
I feel good. I'm ready.
That's good.
Yeah.
You ready?
Should be fun.
Veronica?
I'm very excited. I'm the first place for the first time.
Yeah, it's kind of funny, huh?
Yes.
You could be like last place all
Yes,
episodes long,
that's
and you can
right.
make it up,
Yeah.
right? Liz, how do you feel? Are you going to regain the lead or what?
I hope so. Sorry, Veronica, but
Well, I would say that Liz and Veronica are neck and neck, and Robert is not going to let them go like this. He's going to give them a play for their money. So let's move on to round 3.
Oh, well, I mean, it was really exciting playing that game where everyone was just pushing each other around, but you know, I guess I ended up with 0 points, but I think it was a good thing that I took the bet. It was the right thing to do, you know. So I took a shot at it. I didn't make it, but you know, who knows? Maybe I'll win another game show someday.
I think that was one of the best part of doing the TV show. Like, I feel like a princess. Every morning I have to come here, just sit, and everyone doing my hair, my makeup, and it was so good. And the girls who did our makeup and hair, they were taking care of us like little princess the whole time, doing our hair, our makeup, and making us look so pretty. So thank you so much.
It's not over. People keep saying that it's over. It's not over. I mean, like, we experienced a lot of culture from Korea, and it was just the beginning. I went out and talked to elderly people, which was really beautiful. They danced with us. We had a lot of fun. I didn't at the beginning get a lot of penalties, and I kind of regret that a bit because it really did expose me to a lot of cultural elements that I haven't seen just by walking around by myself. And that's just all because I was on the show. And I really enjoyed myself.
Lisa and Young, you've been great hosts. You've taught me so much. Thank you so much. And to the other contestants, Jerry, Robert, Veronica, you have been so great. It's been so much fun hanging out with you, especially at the drinking sessions afterwards. To all the producers and everyone, you've done such an amazing job and you've worked so hard. Everyone's falling asleep at the camera because they work so hard. So thank you so much for all the hard work and effort, and I really appreciate it. Good luck.
한국어 시키신 분.
All right, welcome to the studio.
The answer is in the twirling chargabang. Keep your eyes wide open and find the hidden sentences. There are 2 questions, each worth 100 points. Look forward to intense competition. Round 3.
Wowzer. Okay, that lunchbox is full. Hey, what about here?
Just relax. You just whine too much, dude. What, show?
All right, turn your answers over. Okay. Our audience at home has gotten a chance to see what the answer is. Now you may.
This way, I can't see.
You're not showing me. What about me?
I just showed it to you.
No.
2,
1. Okay, chalk down, turn your boards around, show our cameras. Let's go and check answer number 1. It was a long sentence. It really confused our contestants. It was 은행에서 신입사원을 뽑는데 지원하려고요, right? 은행 is the bank. 에서, at the bank. What's going on at the bank? 신입사원. Now this 신 here means new, okay? 신입사원 is a worker. Okay, so a new worker. They are picking new workers or new employees to work at the bank. And I said we're picking new employees. We're going to use this new verb called 뽑다. Say it with me. 뽑다.
뽑다.
Okay, that means kind of to pluck or to pick, okay, out of something. For example, I have these beautiful flowers over here, and I'm going to ask Veronica to pluck or 뽑아주세요. 뽑아주세요. Ah, she plucked it out. Okay? 은행에서 신입사원을 뽑는데 they are, and so what about it?
Okay, they are gonna do. There is something else that comes along with it. But before we get to that, just as an added bonus, you mentioned 사원, right?
Right.
사원. 사 comes from 회사.
Right.
회사 is a company, right? And that 사 comes from that same word. 사원. One is a person. So 사원 means someone that works for the company, an employee. Okay? So 은행에서 신입사원을 뽑는데 지원하려고요. Okay, 지원하려고요. When you put 하려고요, you're saying that you're going to do something. Okay, you're about to and you're planning to do something. 하려고요. And 지원 basically is apply or to send in an application for. So 은행에서 신입사원을 뽑는데 지원하려고요 is they're hiring new employees at the bank and I am going to apply.
All right, now question number 2 was, all right.
Well,
자신 있어요? 자신 있어요? That's a question, okay?
That's right. 자신 is confidence, okay? This is confidence in yourself, belief in yourself. So 있다 is to have, right? So if someone asks you 자신 있어요 would mean do you have confidence? Lisa.
Yes.
Korean's a tough language.
Right.
자신 있어요?
자신 있습니다.
Veronica. Do you have confidence that you're going to get the answers right? 자신 있어요?
없어요.
All right. You can use
자신이
this
없어요.
있다, 없다, right? 있다 means to have something. 없다, I don't have it. So we're asking, do you have confidence? 자신 있어요? Do you have confidence? And you could say, 네, 자신 있어요. Or 아니요, 자신 없어요.
That means you don't have the confidence. You're not confident.
Right, that was what was in the 철가방, 자신 있어요. Okay, so it looks like nobody picked up any points in round 3, I'm sorry to say. But still, we've got more of the game coming up right after this.
Veronica took over the top spot in round 2, has 910 points and still leading. Will she be able to fight off Liz and Robert to make it to the finals?
All right, you guys, I know you guys are very nervous because nobody picked up any points in the last round, but not to be concerned, there are 2 opportunities for each of you to pick up 100 points apiece.
Okay, story game. This is going to take place in a very strange scenario once again, like just like how most of our story games are. You'll have a chance to pick up 200 points.
The LSK contestants are in an interrogation room. An investigator will give them a mission and Korean questions that they must solve. Round 4.
All who are guilty come forward. You are now here at the LSK interrogation room. The suspects are sitting down. Oh, here he comes. He starts inspecting slowly the suspects up and down with a very deep stare. He's been accused of thrashing the street after eating some cookies. Oh no, thrashing is one of the violations the inspector hates the most. The inspector shows the evidence to Robert.
I'm innocent.
He didn't do it.
I didn't do it.
He takes out clothespins and starts setting them on Robert's face and ears.
You are going to tell me.
Ow.
Ouch!
Whether you
Ouch.
did it or not.
Oh no, Robert is scared to death.
Now, Robert has to answer exactly and precisely all of the inspector's questions.
무슨 일 하세요?
And Robert, fearing that he will be in disadvantage if he lies, he says in Korean, I am a lawyer.
변호사예요.
The inspector is very sure that Robert has lied, so he pulls the clothespins with all his force. The inspector asks Robert again, what is your job?
무슨 일을 하세요?
Robert decides to tell the truth, so he answers in Korean, I am a student.
학생이에요.
The inspector decides to continue the first interrogation later on, and he starts the second investigation. He orders the next suspect to come in, which is Liz. Liz enters the room and sits down. He looks over Liz's charge, which is to be just way too pretty. She's been dating 10 guys at the same time. Oh my, this is really a crime? Anyways, the inspector has to get a confession from Liz, so he begins the interrogation. He's going to use his most powerful method, which is tickling. He takes out a feather and starts tickling Liz. Liz can't hold herself and pleads the inspector to stop. He continues on. Now, it looks like Liz is very worn out, so the inspector starts asking the questions.
Okay. 무슨 일을 하세요?
Liz answers in Korean, I am a singer.
가수예요.
Really?
To this, the inspector says that she has to prove it, so he asks her to start singing. So Liz starts singing her favorite song.
Blah, blah, black sheep, have you any wool?
But it's awful.
Yes,
She's
sir,
tone deaf.
yes,
The inspector
sir,
starts doubting Liz, so he starts tickling her again.
You are a liar.
Liz
You are not a
is
singer.
exhausted,
Stop.
so the inspector asks her again.
Stop.
What do you do for a living? 무슨 일을 하세요?
Come on. 무슨 일을 하세요?
Liz decides to tell the truth, saying in Korean, I am an office worker.
회사원이에요.
Okay.
Now it is the turn of the last suspect.
You can go. Next.
Veronica comes into the room. She walks in a very sexy way. When the inspector sees Veronica, he feels dizzy.
Okay. What's your name?
But she's not paying attention. The inspector decides to apply the most powerful torture ever.
And that torture is the rubber band torture. The inspector begins wrapping Veronica with the rubber bands.
I think he's enjoying this.
Now, he starts pulling the bands little by little.
Stay there.
And he starts pulling the band little by little, walks away. More
Stay
tension. More tension on the rubber band. And he says that he'll let go if she doesn't answer him.
I am going to let this go if you don't answer to me properly.
Veronica begins getting scared. So he asks her about her job. What is her job?
If she has a job. Let's see. 무슨 일 하세요?
Veronica answers in Korean, I'm a doctor.
의자예요.
The inspector tells Veronica to tell him exactly where he hurts to prove that she is a doctor. Veronica tells him that he is clinically fat.
You are clinically fat.
To this,
What?
the inspector gets very angry and pulls the
Very
bands
fat.
tightly, saying that he is not fat.
I'm not fat.
He's just big boned.
I'm just big boned.
You're not. Pulls on the rubber bands very tightly. To this, Veronica answers in Korean, I'm a police officer. 5 seconds. 4.
I don't know.
3.
몰라.
2. 1.
There's only one last round left, and that will determine the final winner. But we can't guess the results yet. Who will become the final winner?
All right, that was wacky acting there.
Wacky acting and a scary bunch of suspects and a strange and unusual Inspector Gadget.
All right, let's go over those expressions. The inspector was asking, 무슨 일을 하세요? Okay, 일 is work, right? 일, work. All right, but then when we ask what kind of work or what field of work, when we're asking specifically, we say 무슨. And then 하세요, 하다 is the verb to do something. What kind of work do you do, or what field of work are you in? What's your occupation? 무슨 일을 하세요?
무슨 일을 하세요?
무슨 일을 하세요?
무슨 일을 하세요?
Right.
And that is 직업이 뭐예요? Okay, 직업 is your occupation. What type of work? When you're asking 뭐예요, what is it?
직업이 뭐예요?
직업이 뭐예요?
직업이 뭐예요?
Now when we're answering, okay, we heard the first answer was 변호사, which is lawyer, okay? 변호사.
변호사.
예유.
예유.
Okay, remember before, okay, lots of people, they say, like, it sounds like 예유, but here you want to make sure it's the double, okay? 예유.
예유.
변호사 예유.
변호사예요.
Right, 변호사 예유.
변호사 예유.
Okay, 변호사 예유. Another one that you would end with 예유 is 가수, which is a singer, okay? 가수 예유.
가수예요.
Okay, and the reason we're saying just 예요 is because there's no 받침 after 변호사 and 가수.
Okay, and what is a student?
학생.
학생, right? 학생. It ends with a 받침, right? So since it ends with a 받침, you would have to use 이에요 instead of 예요. 학생이에요. I am a student. 학생이에요.
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 All right, great job. We're moving on to the next round. I guess Lisa and Ginny are having more problems this time.
They always have a problem every episode.
That way, Young can fix our problems for us.
There you go. Let's check that out right now.
Oh my God, I'm so happy. Oh, look at all the things I got for my birthday. My mom is the best. I got the latest state-of-the-art cell phone. It's like everything is touch. Oh my God, and look at my hat, my sunglasses, and oh my God, it's pretty Lisa, no?
Hi, Ginny.
Always taking
Oh my goodness. 반짝반짝. Oh my goodness. When did you get this? Isn't that one phone that's been on TV everywhere? And it says that this is like one-of-a-kind phone.
You know it, yes, exactly.
Ultra expensive. How'd you get that?
I got it as a present. You know, it was my birthday, so my mom got it for me.
You got this as a birthday gift from your mom?
Yeah, from my mom. You know, like, she's so nice. She got... What's wrong? Lisa, what's wrong?
My family's all gone, and my mom passed away, and every time I hear the word mom, it just
I didn't know. I'm so sorry. I didn't know.
How could you be such a friend making me cry like this? You should console me. You should make me feel better, you know.
How? I'll do anything. Okay, I'll...
Really?
Yeah,
anything?
Yeah.
Did you say anything? You want to give it to me? Thanks. I love it. Oh, you're so sweet.
Oh
my goodness.
What?
Newspapers, you know, it's the new one that came out from like Giorgio Armani.
Yes, you love it. Yes,
Oh
I
my
know.
God,
Like,
can I
listen,
try that? Can I try that? Can I try that?
Ooh.
Oh my God, it fits me better. So this was made more for me, for heads like me,
It was a
yeah.
present from my mom. You know, like. When did she pass away?
Oh my
Right?
goodness, hey,
What?
check this out. Oh my goodness, is this from Gucky?
Okay, well, you know,
Oh my God,
I've
oh my
got to
God,
go.
oh my God.
What?
Is this from that? Oh my God, this is from Channel, isn't it?
No, actually, no. It's like.
Can I just try it on once? I just want to try it on. It looks so
It's
nice.
a man's bag.
Yeah, but ooh, the leather.
Yes.
Is this from Ferragamo? Oh my God!
It's like, you
I've
know,
been
like,
having my
it's
eye on
getting
that since I was
cold
like
and,
5 years old.
But like you always get goosebumps
try it on.
when
Let me just.
like,
So warm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is it. You are such a good friend.
Okay, no. You know what? Oh, you just took all my stuff.
What?
You only meet me because of my stuff, and you always end up taking those.
What?
You know, you don't know what friendship is.
It's
You
a
have
compliment.
no idea
Hey,
of what a
hello.
good friend I've been to you. But the only thing you've been doing is using me. You know what?
Ow.
This is it. Over. Don't ever call me again, okay? Bye.
Well, I don't need you anyway. I have no other friends. I need you. You're my only friend. Dinu, you keep the hat. I'll just keep the cell phone. Oh, what about the sunglasses? You can have the bag.
All right, welcome to LSK Norebang. I am DJ Young Kim. Seems that Lisa has lost a friend because she's a little bit too greedy and she's not considerate. You know, Gino looks like a good guy. I think you should be very happy that you have someone like Gino around. Good friends are really hard to find. So Lisa, I have 3 songs that are perfect for rekindling a friendship or even just remembering friends, okay? The first one is by the Korean wave star An Jae-wook. Well, we don't really use the term Korean wave anymore. We probably would rather go with world star. He is a world star, very big in China. He's also an actor and also a singer. 세상에 걷기 되면 술 한 잔 기울이며. And that's An Jae-wook, 친구 or friend.
얘기하지 않아도 가끔 서운해도 못 믿을 이 세상.
And the second one is by Big Bang. They have been famous everywhere. Thailand, China, and even Japan. They're not really doing anything in Korea at the moment, but they should be out with a good track, and this is one of their good tracks too. Oh My Friend. Oh My Friend. You know, friends are really hard to find. If you were to say that in Korean, you would say, oh, 내 친구. Oh My Friend by Big Bang. And here's the last one. This last one is by an ultimate Korean pop veteran named Insuni, and a collaboration between her and Joe PD. And she sang the riff, and he pretty much did the rap and wrote the music. 힘들어도 try, 포기하지 마라. It will be alright. There's a little thing right there. 힘들어도 try. Even if it's difficult, try. So basically, this is a combination of Korean and English. And 포기하지 마라. 포기 is to quit. 포기하지 마라. Something 하지 마라. If you tell someone something 하지 마라, that means don't do it. And what are they saying? Don't quit. 포기하지 마라. And that is 친구야 by Joe PD and Insuni. So Lisa, regardless of what happened, it seems that if you change your ways, I'm sure if Ginu is your true friend, he will come back. I gave you 3 tracks, and play that for him or something, or send it to him maybe. An Jae-wook's 친구, or friend, and Oh My Friend by Big Bang, and 친구야, to my friend, and that is by Joe PD and Insuni. Don't quit on your relationship. 포기하지 마라 with Ginu.
Round 5.
This is what it all comes down to.
This is the final won, man. It's like
right.
down to the wire, and here we are.
The past month and a half all comes down to this. Robert, you were leading the pack up until now for the past month and a half.
Yep.
How does it feel to be Gucci right now?
No, it feels good actually. It motivates me to try better. I
All
need to
right.
try more. I need to do better than what I did before.
That is the attitude to have.
Awesome.
Ready.
Veronica, you're in second place.
Yeah, I was first, and it felt so good. So I want to be first again.
All right.
Okay, I hope you get there. And Liz,
Yes.
leader?
I think luck's just been on my side today because somehow I'm in the lead.
Let's go ahead and see how they do. All the hard studying and whatnot comes down to this. Please put your headphones on, play your music, and we're going to give Liz 60 seconds on the board. All right, here we go. Starting.
What do you do for a living in Korean?
무슨 일을 하세요?
What is your profession?
직업이 뭐예요?
I'm a lawyer in Korean.
변호사예요.
I'm a singer.
가수예요.
I am an artiste.
화가예요.
I'm an office worker.
회사원이에요.
The bank is hiring new workers and I'm going to apply.
은행에서 신입사원을 뽑는데 지원하려고요.
Are you confident in Korean?
자신 있어요?
Yes, I'm confident.
네, 자신 있어요.
No, I'm not confident.
아니요, 자신 없어요.
With 15 seconds left on the board.
Wow!
And it's Veronica's turn. She clocks in with 50 seconds.
Veronica, what do you do for a living in Korean?
무슨 일을 하세요?
What is your profession?
직업이 뭐예요?
I'm a lawyer in Korean.
변호사예요.
I'm a singer in Korean.
가수예요.
I'm an artist in Korean.
화가예요.
I'm an office worker in Korean. The bank is hiring new workers and I'm going to apply.
Pass.
Are you confident in Korean?
자신 있어요?
Yes, I'm confident.
네, 자신 있어요.
No, I'm not confident.
아니요, 자신 없어요.
With 5 seconds left, great job. 50 seconds, Robert.
What do you do for a living in Korean?
무슨 일 하세요?
What is your profession?
직업이 뭐예요?
I'm a lawyer.
변호사예요.
I'm a singer.
가수예요.
I'm an artist.
화가예요.
I'm an office worker.
회사원이요.
The bank is hiring new workers and I'm going to apply.
은행에서 신입사원을 뽑는데 지원하려고요.
Are you confident in Korean?
자신 있어요?
Yes, I'm confident.
네, 자신 있어요.
No, I'm not confident.
아니요, 자신 없어요.
Also with 5 seconds left, great job. All right, you guys did great. With 50 seconds, all of you still had time left over when you finished, and that was great strategizing by Veronica, just passing on the one she didn't know. Now, I'm sure everyone is surprised and yet very curious to find out who will move on to the finals to join Eric and Isa.
That's right. Eric and Isa. Who
All
will
right.
be with Eric and Isa?
Lights, please. Drum roll.
Robert and Veronica showed awesome support, and it was great. 1,150 points for Robert, and Veronica ended up with 1,310, but they both yielded to the winner with 1,585 points, Liz from Australia.
After much competition over the top spot, Liz takes back the lead. She has won the third ticket to the finals.
All right, representing Australia, the third finalist to join our other finalists, we have Liz. Congratulations once more.
Thank you.
And valiant efforts from Robert and Veronica. Thank you so much for all your participation.
Yes.
How does it feel?
It feels good.
Yeah?
It feels good. It was a fun game. We had a lot of fun over a lot of weeks, and I really enjoyed myself. So.
All right. Of course, on the set and off the set, we've come to bond with each other, get to know each other very, very well. There was a lot of hard work, sweat, tears, and a lot of injuries also.
Yes.
Thank you so much for your hard work. All right, let's keep going on. Let's move into the review. All right, we learned a lot of expressions today, but the very first sentence was quite long. So listen carefully and try to say it with me. 은행에서 신입사원을 뽑는데 지원하려고요. This bank is 은행. 은행에서, at the bank, what are they doing? They're picking a new employee. Okay, new employees, 신입사원, and they are picking them or plucking them, selecting them. The verb was 뽑다, okay? 뽑는데요. And what am I going to do? I'm going to admit a resume, or I'm going to apply. 지원하다, to apply for something. Okay, so the complete sentence once again. 은행에서 신입사원을 뽑는데 지원하려고요. Now we asked, are you confident? Can you do it? 자신 있어요? 자신 있다 means to have confidence. 자신 없다 means to have no confidence. 자신 있어요? The answer, you can say, yes, I'm confident. 네, 자신 있어요. 네, 자신 있어요. If you're not so confident, then you could say, no, I'm not confident. 아니요, 자신 없어요. 아니요, 자신 없어요. What's your job? 무슨 일을 하세요? 무슨 일을 하세요? What's your occupation? 직업이 뭐예요? 직업이 뭐예요? And we learned lots of different expressions today, but let's just pick a few. Okay, the first one was lawyer, 변호사. And when you say, I am a lawyer, we put the words at the end of the sentence, 예유, 변호사 예유, 변호사 예유. What about a singer? 가수, 가수 예유, 가수 예유. Now, for other words which end in a consonant or a vowel, for example, like 학생, we have the O at the end, then we want to add 이에유, 이에유, 학생이에요, 학생이에요. Now, please do not confuse 예유 and 이에유. All right, happy studying. After 2 months of fabulous battling and competition, it's all come down to this. We found our third winner with Liz from Australia. Of course, but I still want to thank everyone for all their hard work and participation. You guys don't know at home how much hard work this is to work on this set. Thank you so much, everyone.
All right, let's give a big round of applause for all you guys.
Let's give ourselves a tap on the shoulder.
That's right. But.
The big but, B-U-T. We would like to invite everyone back to LSK, the game.
Wow.
Okay, everyone who did not make it to the finals for another second chance competition. A little reunion, we might say.
And out of all the people that didn't get a ticket to the finals, one person will be chosen. So it's not over for you, Veronica. It's not over for you. It's not over for you, Jerry.
That's right.
We'll be back together for another round of a competition for you guys to pick one person who's going to go to the finals. And if you have any questions or comments, or if you just want to say hi to some of our contestants because they're just so good looking and beautiful.
Root them on.
Yeah. Put a message on the board at arirang.co.kr at the LSK The Game message board.
Okay, we'll be back with another episode of LSK The Game. Bye-bye, everyone.
Leave a message on the board for your chance to win LSK t-shirts. Don't miss your chance to win.
속에서만 찾아볼 수 있던 그녀 상상만으로도 설레는 내 반쪽 그녀는 어디에 여기저기 거리에